up, real estate family? This is Mr. W, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Now, if you are a real estate agent or if you are a real estate broker and you got two goals in mind, right? If you want to generate more leads and close more deals, then listen up, okay? So today what I want to be talking about is the three things that is obviously causing your Facebook ads to not convert. And in general, the reason why your Facebook advertising sucks. Okay, and at the end of the day, I have to be blunt about this because, sometimes the truth is a very hard pill to swallow. Mainly because, look, at the end of the day, Facebook advertising is a skill. Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you and say that it's something that can be easily done, or you can become an expert in an hour. Like, I really hate those types of videos, right, where it's, hey, learn Facebook advertising in an hour and become an expert, right? So beginner to expert in 1 hour. No, I honestly find it, I just find it to be rubbish, because at the end of the day, you can't become an expert in an hour. That's like me creating a tutorial video on how to become a professional soccer player in an hour. Like, so from becoming from a beginner to someone who is like Lionel Messi or someone like Cristiano Ronaldo in a space of an hour, like, that's bullcrap. Like, you can't do that, right? Facebook advertising is a skill. It's not just slapping in a few words together, adding in an image and getting people to like opt in or inquire. It takes way more than that, right? It takes a lot of patience, a lot of skills. Advertising and selling, right? You need to understand that. And with advertising, marketing, and sales, it all boils down to persuasion. It all boils down to influence. It all boils down to psychology and understanding human nature, understanding what makes them tick, understanding what gets them to buy, understanding what shifts certain paradigms and patterns inside their heads, right? You need to understand all of that in order for you to even think about how you can actually sell your product, right? So it's a little bit more complex than what people actually think it is, or what how certain marketers, people selling their courses, these gurus telling you how easy it is. Okay, I feel like once you grasp it and you understand the knowledge and you actually partake in it and you practice all the time and you consistently tweaking and testing your ad campaigns, yes, eventually it will become easy, right? It will become second nature, but it takes time, right? Like, you literally have to put in the hours and hours and hours to master these ads. And that's why I'm always baffled when I speak to agents and brokers and they tell me, oh no, I do it by myself. I don't need any help. But then at the same time, they'll come back to me and say, hey, why aren't my ads converting? Or, why is my cost per lead per high? Or, why are my leads crappy? And then it boils down to, you're not doing things right. All right. So in my previous videos, and you can check them out, I'll actually add it in up here, is I've got videos on how to create buyer leads, seller leads, open house leads, pre-foreclosure leads, and I think listing leads, okay? And really that's basically taking you through how to actually create the ads. The ad template shows you the personalization and the formulas around it. And one of my biggest principles is basically, you have to become a scientist when it comes to advertising, because advertising at the end of the day is a science, right? And once you experiment and test certain formulas and different elements and you piece them all together, okay, what happens is that you can experiment it with the audience and see what works, see what doesn't work, right? So you're consistently testing and seeing what works and seeing what doesn't work, so that you can either start testing and measuring your results from that. Okay, and once you find what works, you tweak it constantly to ensure that not only are you getting a ton of clicks or a ton of leads, but you're getting it for a cheaper price. Okay, so we're always testing. That's what you have to do. Now, here's the thing: if you're a real estate agent, you don't have time to be doing all those things. I'm always baffled when I hear about real estate agents or brokers, testing campaigns and tweaking and doing all of these things, because if you're focusing a lot of time on that, where are you focusing your time on doubling your transactions or doubling your sales volumes or attending appointments and open house? When are you finding time to do that? Which is why I always say, stick to what you know best, and we stick to what we know best. Okay, so when I say we stick to what we know best, Facebook advertising, in being teaching you how to become an influencer, teaching you how to become an expert in your field, right? teaching you how to actually convert leads, right? Teaching you how to get someone who doesn't know you to end up knowing you, liking you, and most importantly, trusting you, getting you referrals. That's what we focus and specialize in. Okay, I'm not going to go and do something different, right? Way out of my element when I could be focusing on what I do best, right? So, number one, okay, now the reason why your Facebook advertising sucks, and this is one of the biggest reasons why, okay, is because you boost your posts. Like, I cannot tell you how many times I get agents and realtors telling me, oh no, I just boost my post. Boosting posts is like taking a 30-day diet pill, right? This miraculous diet pill that's literally going to melt off all the fat from your body, all right? And even if it does melt off all the fat from your body, let me tell you something. The minute you stop taking that pill, right, you're gonna gain weight like this. Why? Because one, you haven't built that self-discipline, right, to eat clean, to exercise, and to just mentally be more focused. And number two, right, you don't really see the value, right? So sort of like your nature and your habits are all still the same. Let me tell you something. If you're not going to change these two, if you're not going to change who you are, if you're not going to change your habits, and if you're not going to become disciplined, you're never going to get what you want in life. So that's the same that happens with boosting posts. Boosting posts is like taking just a silver bullet that's going to give you temporary results, and that's it, right? Certain boosting posts don't work. So some posts which you actually boost do work, but it's temporary. It will not work all the time. And how are you collecting emails? How are you collecting data from that? How do you know if this thing is working, right? How can you see which audience is resonating with what you're talking about? How are you, like, there's just so many metrics that you need to be looking at, but you can't because you're boosting a post. And this is why Facebook makes a killing of boosting posts, because they know, one, it's easy to do. It's literally easy to do. Literally, like within 2 or 3 clicks, boom, your ad campaign is up, right? We don't know. Firstly, we don't know what is the ad objective. We don't know, how many people it's going to reach. You not really transferring them to another landing page. You're just basically telling Facebook, hey, I need you guys to do this for me instantly, and whatever results you can get from that, I'm happy with it. So I see there's a lot of misconceptions and stigmas around boosting posts, and that's one of the biggest mistakes, is by boosting your posts. Stop boosting your posts. Do it the long and the hard way. The same way with working out, okay? The same way with losing weight, right? You do not want to take that one pill, okay? That's just gonna melt off the fat from your body, because it's temporary, right? It's sort of like a diet. A diet is temporary. You need to switch it to a lifestyle. Because if you're always going to eat clean, if you're always going to work out consistently all the time, you are going to lose weight. You're going to look in shape. You're going to look better, because you're not going to do it for 30 days just so you can look good for summer and then you go back to your old ways, okay? And then number two is you don't have an HVCO. So that's a high value content offer. And I see this time and time again. I've even created videos about this, how most agents and brokers are just targeting to the 3%. The 3% is basically the buying market, right? Those who buy instantly, okay? Now, the problem with this is that, one, you don't have the budget to speak to them. Why? Because your competition, right, which are the big agents, the top brokers and the top real estate firms, those are the ones that are actually targeting that 3%, and they're always getting the 3% because whoever pays the most to acquire a customer wins. Remember that. Whoever pays the most to acquire a customer wins. Now, if you're a small-time agent or a small-time broker, assuming that you're going to get a piece of that pie, you're not, right? That's like a small e-commerce website competing with Amazon. They're not going to win. Amazon is always going to win because they're going to bid the highest to get that customer. The same applies with this, right? So you want to start focusing on creating value, right? You'll never see Amazon give out a free PDF ebook on how to do X and X, right? In order for them to sell more products. They don't need to. They've got a budget, so they can focus on the 3%. So for people who don't have the budget to focus on the 3%, those who are going to buy now, rather focus on providing value. And that's where your high value content offer comes in, okay? If you're looking for sellers, provide an ebook on how they can actually learn how to increase the value of their home without having to spend a cent, right? Make sure that the ebook is packed with a lot of value and information that's going to help them, okay? Now, not only do you have their contact details because they need to opt into your landing page, and if you want to know how that's done, just check out my videos. I've got all that information there. But number two, they're seeing you as an authority. They're seeing you as a figure, a thought leader. And that's what you want to be focusing on. You want to focus on becoming more of a thought leader than just being this person who's always like buy, sell, 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 so that they can buy, right? It's give and take, okay? You want to give first before you can take. But I always say give 3 times before you take, right? So you want to always ensure that you have enough content and content that has high value in order for people to actually even think about opting in, okay? So that's number 2. You do not have an HVCO. You don't have a high value content offer. Start focusing on creating ebooks or just content that's really going to help provide value in the marketplace, okay? Then number 3, the last one, is you don't have a compelling ad. I see this again time and time again, where most of the ads are just the same. Same copy, same headline, same offer, everything is the same. And guess what happens? No one opts in. So do you want to be that real estate agent who literally does what 99% of the other industry does and doesn't really get any leads or doesn't really get anything coming into their system? Or do you want to be on the opposite side, right? Where you learn about your market, you learn about their pain points, you learn about what they like, what they don't like, what keeps them up at night, right? Where they would like to be, okay? You focus more on understanding your market and their pain points and their needs, you've already won the game. Robert Collier says that you want to enter the conversation that's already happening in your consumer's mind. And that is so powerful because when you're creating ads, right, in the structure of a conversation that's already happening in their head, do you think they're going to be reading your ad? Hell flipping yes. They're going to be reading your ad. You want to know why? Because they have a connection with you, because they feel that you understand them more. Why? Because you can describe their pain points. You can describe, their fears, their dreams, their hopes, right? What keeps them up at night? What do they dream about? Where do they aspire to be? If you understand that and know that, and you portray that within your ads, when you're selling homes or when you're trying to get more people to sell their homes or to buy homes, you're just becoming untouchable. You're becoming dangerous, because no one, and I guarantee you this, no one is going to go through that extent of understanding their market first before creating ads, okay? So I trust you guys got a lot of value from this. If you did, click on the subscribe button and notification bell just so that you're notified each and every single time that I upload. As well as if you found massive value in this video, click on the like button just so that my videos can get in front of as many real estate agents and real estate brokers as possible. Stay safe and enjoy the festive season. I'll see you guys in the next video.